think I know why he's as good as you. He is you.
I like to think our approach of Junior is recreate, if not creating, a brand new digital character that's human-like, that you believe somebody is alive on the screen telling you the story. So it's really creating a new character, start from digital, start from scratch. Instead of de-aging, we didn't de anything, we create.
We thought about the process of what people call de-aging, which is when you film the actor wearing a lot of makeup, wearing hair trimmed to look like his young self, and then there's a 2D process that's done on top of that to try to make him look younger. We had two reasons that we couldn't use that approach. One, Junior and Henry are in the same frame, oftentimes fighting each other, so we knew we were going to have to put a digital person in there. But also, at this high frame rate in stereo, you see makeup clearly. So we couldn't just cover old Will Smith with makeup and have that be the basis for making the young guy. I wanted the nuances of youthful skin.
I think what Weta has done with the young Will Smith character as a full CG model that is now a photorealistic human is just astonishing. I do believe that seeing that in 3D and the high frame rate also brings Junior to life in an even more real way.
The biggest technical challenge with Gemini Man, of course, is young Will Smith, this character who, when I cut the scene, he's not there yet. And there are two different ways that we shot the scenes. Scenes that the young character is in, that the old character is not. Will Smith played him in the set with the headgear, with the cameras in front. And we would just replace the head. In scenes that the two of them are in together, it was Will and a younger stand-in who's not giving the same performance. So you kind of have to edit every scene twice.
That character is more alive when it's in 3D with a proper frame rate.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to AMC Thursday Ticket. I have not been here in a while.
No,
the
you
studio
haven't.
feels different.
We missed you.
It's been a long time, and I'm joined today by
Alicia, and you didn't introduce yourself for the new
I'm Hank.
viewers, maybe. This is Hank. And
Yes.
He hasn't been here in a while.
I
but
forgot
welcome.
what my name was. It's been
High
so long
five.
since I've
Good
been
to
here.
see you.
There we go. But we are doing things different today.
Yes.
Right?
So we're going to jump right in. We have a lot of show, but first, we usually do a question of the week, but we changed it up, and we're going to be talking about Will Smith pretty much the first half of the show.
Yes.
And we've narrowed it down to two different movies. My favorite Will Smith movie, Bad Boys, and his favorite, which doesn't matter because you're going to vote for mine.
No.
So you vote
No,
for
Enemy of the State. What we want you to do is vote between the two of us.
below.
Which one is your more favorite Will Smith movie between Bad Boys and Enemy of the State? So start voting now. So if you're going to vote for Enemy of the State, you do the wow face, the wah, wah.
Yes. And the laughing face for mine.
Laughing
because
face. So
I
if
laugh
you're
a
on
lot.
Facebook, that's how you got to vote. If you're on
Yes.
Twitter, can't vote that way, go to Facebook right now and vote.
Yes.
So now you need to state your case for why Bad Boys is the
Okay,
best
so first
Will
of all,
Smith
Bad
movie.
Boys is an amazing film. It was the first time that we really saw him as the suave, sexy
True.
action star that he
True.
is. Before Bad Boys, he was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yes.
and he was the funny, goofy kid. And now he kind of grew up, and a great duo with Martin Lawrence, Wusa. I love this movie. You should vote for it. It's nostalgic, and I love it. 90s, go Alicia's team.
Very true. It's the first time he stepped out of that mold of
Yes.
telling us a story about his life got turned upside down. So I give that to you there. But
It took me a second, and I was like, got it.
But I will raise you Enemy of the State.
Okay.
Where
Which is a great film.
So he has, after Bad Boys, he basically has a phenomenal triple feature right there. He goes from Bad Boys to Independence Day in 1996 to Men in Black in 1997, which launches him as basically the biggest movie star in the world,
Yes.
or in the conversation for the next 2 decades. And those are great. But in 1998, he stars in Enemy of the State. Now, this is a film that kind of is a little socially conscious, talks about Big Brother
Very relevant.
and privacy rights that are still relevant today. It has an amazing cast. Not only is Gene Hackman in it, Lisa Bonet is in it, Regina King is in it.
My girl.
But one of my favorite parts about revisiting this movie is there's a cast of characters that are trying to catch and follow Will Smith all around. And they're all little character parts, little parts. But if you watch the movie today, you realize every single one of those guys, because they're all guys in this part, goes on to have tons of Hollywood credits. Jamie Kennedy, Jack Black, Seth Green, Jake Busey, Scott Kahn. All of these guys are just little bit
bunch
parts.
of nobodies.
in Enemy State. And it's awesome. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
I love Enemy State. Vote for me with a wow face.
No, mine.
Wow. All right.
I'm laughing.
Keep voting right now, but let's get to it. Let's get to the weekend movie guide. Start talking about the next great Will Smith movie right now. All right, so this week we have Gemini Man coming out. But I think, should we check in on our voting to see
Yes.
what's happening?
I'm hearing from our producer that I won.
What?
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? I just beat Hank.
Not. Okay, so clearly lyricism is not Alicia's strong
No,
suit.
but I
But
did
we won't
something.
hold that against you. I
No.
kind of felt like you were going to win anyway, but I get it.
I'm gonna need you to get that off my shoulder. and adjust it right
I'm
now.
going to move on to talk about the new Will Smith movie, Gemini
Yes.
Man. And now it's a new Will Smith movie, but it's also like an old Will Smith movie
Yeah.
because he plays an old Will Smith and a new young Will Smith.
Yeah. So his younger self, his name
Yes.
is Junior, is in the film, and he is hunting for the older Will Smith, which is kind of confusing.
Yes.
And there's technological advances with the film, and it's very, very exciting. And Clive Owen is in it.
Yes,
it's
and
just amazing.
it's not just a Will Smith movie. It's
No.
got a great supporting
Mhm.
cast. Clive Owen is in it. He's kind of the puppet master behind this whole thing, understanding like, why is there a younger Smith and what is he doing and who's kind of pushing him in the direction that he's going. So we actually sat down with the cast of Gemini Man to talk about who is this guy behind the curtain. Let's check that out.
You have all of his gifts without his pain. You made a person out of another person. Then you sent me to kill him. You made a choice to do this to me. This thing that you're struggling with is fear.
Some people might say that Ferris is a bad guy. I've never entered any film thinking I'm playing a bad guy. You play somebody who's maybe got misplaced ideas about the way things should be. But this is a sort of perfect example of somebody who on one level looks and feels like he's doing the right thing, but it opens up dubious moral decisions.
It's a mixture of many things, a father figure, big brother figure, and also the shadow self. All those things mixed together.
His relationship with Junior is very difficult initially, but fortunately he breaks through at a certain point. But you know, it's hard when the young Will is being trained as a mercenary, a killer, and the older Will kind of came from a little damaged background. That's why he became one. So it's nice when they come together, and that's really a cathartic moment for both characters.
I'm very excited for the cast of this movie, but I'm also very excited because of the film itself and the film making here. So it's directed by Ang Lee, who's done phenomenal stuff dating all the way back to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But in the past couple decades, really the last 10 years, he's really tried to focus on pushing the filmmaking and presentation technology forward in his films. So this movie takes advantage of what's called high frame rate
What's that,
projection. Oh, let me tell you. So a quick little course on movie theater projection.
From
So,
our film expert.
yeah, so for a long time when we were showing 35 millimeter film, the way that you presented an image on screen was at 24 frames per second. Literally 24 pictures would show a second to make the image that you saw on screen. And that's what we all grew up knowing and loving, and that's the way that we saw movies. When we switched to digital, we stuck to that same basic frame rate, even though we're not using literal frames of film. And what high frame rate does, it allows us to amp that number up from 24 to 48, even to 60 frames per second sometimes, which creates a much more realistic, immersive experience for your eyes and for your brain to take in the image. It puts you much closer in and a part of the action. It's a different movie-going experience. And then when you combine that with Real D 3D, it is an unbelievably immersive experience. Gemini Man, check that out. It's not every showing, so check it out on our website and our app to find a high frame rate show near you of Gemini Man.
Well, Hank, I learned something.
I'm very excited to
Thank
be
you.
able to teach the public about things that only I care about.
That's not true.
Not true.
Okay, so let's get to our next film. So we have an action movie before with Gemini Man.
Yes.
And now we have a comedy movie. It's really funny.
Yes.
But it's also a little sci-fi-ish.
Well, it pushes It pushes comedy in a direction that,
Yes.
that also, I think, is a bit of a lesson for us
Yes.
in our times. But any movie that stars Adam Devine
Mhm.
is a comedy right now.
Yeah.
It is a comedy. He is a hilarious comedic actor. Great stuff. He's in the Pitch Perfect movies. He's in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. He's on a great TV show, Workaholics. He's really funny. So everyone probably has a relationship with their phone,
Actually,
right?
while you're talking,
You're gonna bring your phone up right now.
I'm going to bring one of the
She has a relationship with her phone that is unhealthy, and that is a situation. Oh, this is terrible. That is explored in the movie Jexi. Now, Jexi in the movie is the operating system for Adam Devine's phone. It's voiced by Rose Byrne, who is a great comedic actress herself. And the relationship, some might say is toxic.
Yeah.
Some might say it is negative.
She's a little clingy.
She is a little clingy.
She steps over crosses a little bit.
Yeah, she is a not safe for work operating system, I would say.
That's right.
It looks hilarious. It's a great R-rated comedy. Check it out. Looks really funny.
Yeah. So the next one we're going to talk about, I am so excited for.
Yes,
This
yes,
is
you are.
The Addams Family.
Oof, oof.
The Addams Family movie.
I know you're excited.
I know. It's just okay. Anyways,
She's been talking about this for a while already.
I'm trying to just.
Yes.
I'm going to be serious. Okay.
Please do.
No, I can't. It's really awesome. So the Addams Family, I've loved them since I was a child. I specifically love Wednesday.
Yes.
I love her because she is sarcastic and she's smart.
So you're a Wednesday girl.
I'm a Wednesday girl.
I'm an
I
Uncle
need a
Fester
shirt.
guy. I'm a Fester guy. I'm gonna get a T-shirt. Fester guy. No, that's not good.
No, just
No?
get like the whole Addams Family.
Fester
That's a little bit- Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, so this has an amazing cast.
Yes.
And we haven't seen them animated on the big
No, we have
screen,
not. So this
it's
is
the first time.
This is a property that's been around for 50 plus years. Now you grew up, you said you saw it in the 90s at the animated show. So when I was like negative 15 years old, I was watching this in the 60s on TV.
In real time.
It was great. It was a black and white. It has the world's greatest theme song. Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na-na-na. And there's a whole host of words after that. We won't get into that right now. But it's a great story. It's family. John Astin played Gomez Addams. I absolutely loved him in the television show. And it's had a life over the next 5 decades. Animated television show, 2 great movies in the 90s with Raul Julia and Angelica Houston. And now it is back in animated form. And there's not many stories, families, adventures that can last and stand the test of time. And I believe someone I know sat down with the cast to talk about that. Would that happen to be you, Miss Alicia?
Yes, there is me.
Wow.
I got a chance to sit down with the cast to talk about why everybody's going to love bringing this awesome family back to the big screen. Here's what they had to say.
It's all so different. Pugsley, don't drink it all. This gentleman wants some too. What a nervous man.
I think the Addams Family is, one of those families that can be reintroduced over and over and over and over again because there's always something relatable about them.
I think it's always a good time to bring the Addams Family back on screen.
And it's been a while.
So it's been enough time, and it's always the message that they put out is always a good one to revisit, and always a great one for parents to take their kids to introduce them to this iconic family that's all about acceptance and love and tradition with great new animation technology, now, and it's just pops and it's beautiful.
Just as directors in general, we try to entertain everybody, not just kids. Definitely tried to make sure that the adults are just as entertained when they go in.
All right, guys. So more about the Addams Family.
Yes.
So you guys know that every so often we have what's called a movie feature drink.
Yes.
And it's usually just for the 21 and overs.
Yes, you cannot get it if you are under the 21s.
Right. But this week we have the Spooky Black Cherry Icy, which is available to adults and to chillins.
What? Absolutely. It is available across the board. And it's great tasting. It's great looking.
Yeah.
It is super fun.
And it's spooky.
It is spooky. It's black cherry. It's spooky. It's ooky. It's mysterious. It's ooky. It's an amazing thing. That was a little spooky.
Totally freaked out right now.
Live television that's not television, people. It's awesome. Check it out. It's at theaters across the country. Spooky Black Cherry Icy. Check it out when you see the Addams Family this weekend.
So the Addams Family isn't the only family-friendly title that we have. So The Lion King, it's back in theaters. So it came out earlier this summer. And if you haven't seen it on the big screen, what are you doing? Just kidding. Also, you have another opportunity this weekend.
Yeah, this is going to be one of your last chances to see Simba and Timon and Pumbaa and Nala and Rafiki And Mufasa and Scar.
Here Beyonce.
And here Beyonce and Donald Glover and Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen.
Okay, we get it. They have great stuff.
They're only going to be on the screen for a little bit more. Check The Lion King, still in theaters right now.
Yeah. So I have a question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What is your favorite dance movie? Go.
Stomp the Yard, Columbus Short. Boom, love it.
I'm going with 2, Fame and Center Stage.
Oh, you love a school dance movie, right?
I do.
You love schools and teachers and dance.
I do.
So why are you asking me this, by the way?
I know, it seems random, but we have a new dance movie hitting theaters. It's called High Strung Free Dance.
Okay, High Strung Free Dance. Now, this is a tale of a dancer.
Yes.
She wants to make it in the world of dance. She's come up against some hardships as she's out there.
Yep.
But there is a little love triangle that kind of builds between her, the choreographer of the show she's trying to get in, and an aspiring pianist who wants to make it big in the music industry.
Yeah. So we have the trailer for High Strung Free Dance on our YouTube channel. So head over there to see more about this film. So the next part of the show, I'm just going to be a little silent.
Pass the ball, bring it over.
Because this is Hank's Corner.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about first the 40th anniversary of one of his favorite movies, Alien.
Yes. So some people say that, they were born in like the year of the dog, the year of the rat. Well, I was born in the year of Alien. I am a huge Alien fan. This is my 40th anniversary on this earth, and it is Alien's 40th anniversary as well. I am not lying that I love the movie Alien. You can look at my phone case right here. This is my phone. I had it all the time. I love Alien and the Alien movies that came after it. It's coming back to the big screen. It's the 40th anniversary. This is a landmark science fiction film from Ridley Scott, who has done some of the most iconic movies of the last 4 decades, Alien being one of them, Blade Runner, Thelma and Louise, The Martian.
Just a few movies.
Just ton of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is back for special showings this week.
So you can see it on October 13th, 15th, and 16th.
Yeah, so check amctheaters.com and your app to find showings of Alien.
Yes.
You're also going to have to check amctheaters.com and our app for this next special showing that we have. So I am not only a big fan of Alien, I'm a big fan of the View Askew-niverse. Does that make any sense to you?
No.
All right, let me educate you real quick right there. So Kevin Smith made Clerks in the 90s, one of the indie darlings of the 90 independent film scene. And then he went on in multiple films to bring back the 2 most beloved characters from that, Jay and Silent Bob.
I know that.
And then 5 movies later, after, Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, then they get to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they have to go to Hollywood to stop a movie being made about the comic book characters that are based on them. Well, now a couple decades later, Kevin Smith decides to make a comedy that kind of skewers all things sequels, reboots, and remakes. So we have Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, where they have to get back to Hollywood to stop the reboot of the Blunt Man and Chronic movie. And I love Kevin Smith. I think he's one of the coolest, funniest filmmakers out there. I can't wait to see this, but you got to get special showings for this too.
Yep. So the showing is on October 15th, and then the double feature is on the 17th.
Yes.
So get your tickets at amctheaters.com or on the mobile app to go to both.
Yep, and it's a double feature of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, leading into the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Thank you.
So many things to see this week.
Yes.
So many.
But we're not done, guys. We have to get to our Hollywood news. We got to talk about tickets on sale and trailers. So let's
go.
get to it. Okay, so first tickets on sale for Terminator Dark Fate. They said they were going to be back, and
they always say they're going to be back.
They're back again.
Literally, the catchphase from that is "I'll be back." But they'll be back. And the right person is back for this one. In my opinion, Linda Hamilton is back as Sarah Connor. I'm super excited. You also get Arnold Schwarzenegger back. James Cameron's back producing. You've got a new director, Tim Miller, who directed Deadpool, is directing this. I can't wait for Terminator Dark Fate. I got my tickets now. Get your tickets now.
So another film that had tickets that went on sale is Black and Blue. So this is a cop movie. This is like my favorite.
It's right up your alley, yes.
Genre. It stars Naomi Harris and Tyrese Gibson, and it's about this difference is that the cop is a woman,
yes,
and she's the lead. So go Naomi Harris.
There we go.
But she there's some contention with the community and the police, and it's different because she's leading the force.
It looks real gritty. It looks real good, and the story told from a different perspective than we've ever seen before. So Black and Blue tickets are on sale right now. And finally, but certainly not least, we have the AMC Artisan Films highlight of Harriet.
Yes.
Now, tickets go on sale for Harriet. Now, this is amazing to me that this is the first time we've seen the Harriet Tubman story told on the big screen. I can't believe it has taken this long.
I have many thoughts.
Would you share one with us?
Surprise!
But this film is going to be around during all of award season.
Yep.
Cynthia Erivo, who stars as Harriet Tubman, is going to be part of the awards conversation.
I love her a lot.
She is phenomenal. She was great in Widows last year, Bad Times at the El Royale. Tickets are on sale now for Harriet. Get them now. It's AMC Artisan Films coming out. You got to check this one out.
Yep. So now we're going to move on to trailers, new trailers that dropped this week. The first one, I'm again teeing it up for him because I couldn't watch it because I was scared.
She can't handle it. She cannot handle it. And I had to brave the deep and scary waters of small, frightening children, which does come to life in The Turning. Now, The Turning is the story of Mackenzie Davis plays a nanny who you should always check yourself when you go to become a nanny.
You wreck yourself?
Yeah, well, she will wreck herself. When you become a nanny,
I had to. I'm sorry.
A scary Gothic-looking household run by an old lady who looks like she died 50 years ago. And that is what happens here. She has to be the caretaker for these two small children in a house where bad things seem to happen. And Finn Wolfhard is in it. That guy is on one right now.
He's having a moment.
He is. He is great stuff. I love him, and he can be very creepy, as we've seen in his past career choices. So it's very interesting. The Turning, check it out on our YouTube page. See the trailer.
Yes. So when I tried to watch The Turning and couldn't because I'm a chicken, I had to cleanse my visual palette.
Yes, get a palette cleanser.
And put on Onward. The trailer dropped today, which is a Pixar movie, and it stars Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Very excited for this. I pretty much love everything Pixar does.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They've never let me down in my life.
And it's also got Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yes, and
it's got a great cast. They play two elves that have to go on an adventure, bring their dad back to life-ish. And it's Pixar. It's an adventure story. What more do you need?
Right.
What more do you need?
So as a reminder, you can make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because you'll get notified as soon as we add the trailers to the show. So we want to give some shout outs to people that are definitely watching. We see you, Meredith Shea, Carissa Vera, Kim Grady, and Haley W. I don't want to mess up your name because I respect you. So thanks for watching. We really appreciate you guys participating in the show.
Absolutely. But now the show must go on.
Yes.
And we have to talk now about some more artisan films that are out. Let's take a look. All right, so for AMC Artisan Films this week, first let me set the stage.
Yes.
So what is an AMC Artisan film? Well, an AMC Artisan film is a film that really is a character-driven story. It is a story that has something to say. It is a story that will evoke emotion in the audience. It is generally or often told by a director that really has a point of view, a strong point of view in some case, and it is meant to drive the audience to an emotional place where they're meant to feel something and literally feel something strong. And we have a lot of great AMC Artisan films in the marketplace right now. The #1 film in the country, Joker, directed by Todd Phillips. That is definitely a movie that's going to make you feel something. It has something to say.
Yeah. We also have Judy that's playing right now, starring Renelle Zellweger, excuse me. It's the story of Judy Garland, so it's something that I'm very excited
and she's going to be involved in the awards conversation going forward. One of my favorite movies this year, Ad Astra, is an AMC Artisan film, a great science fiction, thought-provoking title. James Gray directed, Brad Pitt, looks awesome. But those are what's out now. We've got a bunch coming out really soon.
As we move into award season, which is like almost upon us. We have Jojo Rabbit, also an artisan title. We have Ford vs. Ferrari. We have Motherless Brooklyn, Uncut Gems, and Queen and Slim. All
so
artisan
many
titles.
So there's I have a list of movies I need to see. That's all of them right there.
Yeah, they're all
boom. AMC Artisan Films are what I want to see. Absolutely.
So that's all for our artisan segment. We need to get to offers. There's a ton.
Oh my God, we got a lot to give.
Let's
give it up this week.
Okay, so first we have the Zombieland fan double feature.
Yes.
And it is on October 16th, which is next Wednesday.
It's in like 6 days.
You and math.
Start the countdown,
You're
people.
So smart. Okay, so you guys can see it 2 days early and you get a lanyard. So if you're super juiced for Zombieland double feature, double tap, you want to go to the double
It's one of the
feature.
rules of Zombieland.
Yes.
If you've seen the first Zombieland, you know that the double tap is one of the rules to get through Zombieland. So you got to check out the double feature. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
What else is awesome is we talked a lot about Gemini Man on the show today. It opens this weekend. And if you're an AMC Stubs member, you got to go to our website and buy a ticket to Gemini Man this weekend. You will be entered into a contest to win a trip for 5 days, 4 nights to Budapest, people. Budapest. The best pest there is Budapest. And you could be going there. It's where the movie was filmed. It's just an awesome trip for going to see an awesome movie. What more could you ask for?
And the last sweeps that we have is Addams Fest. So if you get tickets to see the Addams Family between now and October 23rd, you're entered in for a chance to win 3 nights to the great state of New Jersey.
The great state.
No jokes, guys. I really do mean that. Great state of New Jersey. To Westfield, New Jersey.
Why? Why Westfield, New Jersey, Alicia?
Because it's the home of Charles Addams, who created the Addams Family.
Oh!
And they have this thing called the Addams Fest, which I really want to go to, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But if you win, maybe I'll see you there.
There you go.
They
Plus
have
one.
family-friendly events. They have a beer garden. They have a masquerade ball, and it's all about Addams Family.
That's awesome.
Like,
I had no idea that existed.
You're welcome.
That sounds really cool. So, Zombieland double feature, chance to go to Budapest if you watch Gemini Man,
and Jersey,
chance to go to New Jersey. This is an amazing show.
Yeah.
The show is it's just an amazing show.
Yeah.
We're handing out things left and right to people who win contests.
And we are at the end of the show. So as a reminder, get your tickets at amctheaters.com or on our mobile app. And follow us on social, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and subscribe to us on YouTube.
There you go. And we will be back next week talking about Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil, and Zombieland Double Tap. Bak, bak. We will see everybody next week. See ya.
Bye, guys.